Redskins and the Cleveland Browns. Fairly short kick taken at the 14 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 31, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He's checking, he's nil. Crash.
2nd down, Haskins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here we go.
On first down, this is Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing, Mayfield. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next to score, Redskins 14, Browns nothing.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They start on the ground with Geis. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Geis. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Go, baby. Come on, let's go. Check.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. On third down, here's Love. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a run with Geis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second and 11 now. Haskins, that's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
On third down, it's Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Haskins on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Always got some breathing room. 25 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A toss play to Chubb, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Shit. Alert.
Mayfield down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
We play to win. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Check 53 is mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this 1st half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Check.
from the 29. Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Try the toss play to Love. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Redskins send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Kevin Pierre-Louis. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Coming to you, coming to you.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield finding Harris over the middle. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mayfield able to get this one to his tight end, Njoku.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. You must be getting that.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Troy Apke. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Pirine. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, Love. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, second-half action at Heinz Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
180. Check 53. Right in your face.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Good. 180. Check 55. Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Got a man. It's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down and goal to go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelm, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Now let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 15, check 50.
Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third down, here's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The Redskins send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken from just outside the 30. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Point it right.
Mayfield looks to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's got daylight. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position and throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll make it 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mayfield finding Beckham, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They run, Chubb, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
It's 3rd and goal.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Mayfield to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Real. Let's go. Hey, Orbit. Number 53.
Now Mayfield on 4th down, out to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And